talk about working with Frank Langella and Michael Sheen, who both were in the stage show, and what they brought to the movie.
Well, I mean, they brought everything. They are both fantastic, fantastic performers. One of the things that's interesting that people haven't mentioned all that much is that if you do a play for years, as they did in the West End and then on Broadway, you say the same lines hundreds and hundreds of times over. You get into a film, you've got a lot of habits that maybe need to be broken or changed, or making films is very, very different than doing theater. It's a whole other kind of skill set in so many ways, and it was great to watch these brilliant stage performances become brilliant film performances.
Now there is such a suspense and thrilling aspect to this film. I mean, talk about how a movie about these interviews could turn into such a thriller.
I just think Peter's just a great writer. I mean, I think he has a great facility for taking something that could be a extremely dull, dusty, historical, kind of docudrama, and turning it into something that has a lot of pizzazz, has a lot of, juice to it. I mean, it's the same way that, a relationship between, Tony Blair and Queen, is like, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, is that so entertaining to me? Maybe not, but in that case, it's just a fascinating, fascinating film. That's just one of his skills as a writer.
Now, so much of this film is about a confession. Did Jack know that they were going to try to get a confession out of Nixon?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that he probably assumed that that's what they were going to try to go for. I mean, that's what everybody kind of wanted, obviously, and that was sort of the thing that they didn't get. And then you can also kind of interpret. It's hard to know. I mean, some people could interpret that as having never really been a confession. They even say it at the end of the film. Reston's character says, "I didn't know what they were all so happy about it. I didn't feel like it was enough of a confession." It's interesting how even in those moments, Nixon was sort of walking a fine line between spilling the beans and holding something back.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.